Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed Fight Night, and we have another OP05 match here for you guys. We got my man B-Haw on the left-hand side, rocking out that Sakazuki, as well as Endeavor on the right-hand side, of course, with that Pluffy. Now, I do want to mention, we got the face cams. They are now live. Hopefully, you guys do like them. If you don't like them, totally okay. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this? I just feel like it'd be kind of cool to get people's reactions, kind of real time. You kind of put a face to the hands, to the deck. It's pretty sick, I think. So yeah, getting back into this match here, we have obviously Endeavor on his turn 2, swinging 5k into life, and my man B-Haw just kind of dropped the ball a bit. He actually forgot to draw a card going second, so he's gonna go ahead and do so, and it looks like he actually might want to counter out of it because of it. So we are gonna swing that 5k into life. He does end up taking the life off ability here to ramp 1, playing ulti, minusing 1 Dawn to play the page 1. Now this is actually a pretty good turn 2 for Endeavor here, just because you're able to have 2 bodies on the board, and there's absolutely no way at all that B-Haw can get rid of both. You can play Lucci because you're only at 4 Dawn. You can only Hound Blaze only 1 target. So we did see Sakazuki ability here to pitch the Hina draw 1. We see the Great Eruption on the page 1 to go drop it down to a 2 cost. And now we do see the Hound Blaze coming down to bottom deck that page 1 and swinging a very healthy 9k into life. And he is going to go ahead and take it, passing turn. Now my man Endeavor, of course, is already at 3 life, but this is quite normal for if you're playing Pluffy Luffy here. You honestly want to take your life probably twice in the game, possibly even 3 times. Really, all just depends. And yeah, this is actually really huge. Now the question is what exactly is Endeavor going to do here? We're probably going to swing probably a 5 and a 6k, but yeah, we are going to see a 5k swing going into life here, and it looks like B-Haw actually wants to counter out of it, and yes, he's actually going to pitch the Sabo to do so. Now keeping his life very healthy. I mean, man, B-Haw still is at 4 life, and he took 3 attacks already. So we're going to see Endeavor use the ability here to pick a life and ramp 1. We see a 7k swing going into life. He has to take it now and dropping in another ulti to drop another page 1, but this time it's a little different. That's the OP01 page 1. It's a 4 cost 5k character, 1k counter, main once per turn. You can actually minus 1 Dawn to attack your opponent's characters directly. Now this is kind of nice just because you can actually control the board a bit better with this card. If they have certain cards that they just don't want to get rid of, possibly like a sugar or things like that, or maybe you want to try to clear the board, maybe attack a blocker so that you stay another turn alive, you can actually do so. Unfortunately, it is a bit slow because it's not an on play. It's not like it has to be main. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Definitely another target for ulti, which is really nice. So we did see him pitching a card off leader ability here with that brand new here, and now we're gonna tap 3 here for that Hina to make page 1 a 0 cost, and it looks like we're gonna see another Hound Blaze here to bottom deck it and swing another 9k into ulti this time to get rid of it. Yeah, he wanted to try to clear the board as much as possible. I'm not too sure if he has any Luccis in his hand right now, but that's what's missing right now. We're missing our Luccis if you're the Sokka player, and I think he only has 3 cards in hand now, so I think he might actually take a couple of these attacks just because 3 cards in hand is really low. My man Endeavor still has like 6 or 7 cards in hand, which is really nice. He has 7 cards in hand right now, and so we are going to swing an easy 5k swing into life here. We're going to counter out of it with the Tashigi, and I lied to you, my man B-Haw has 4 cards, and now he's back at 5. So he's going to go ahead and take that life here, that 5k swing, and we're going to go ahead and see the Magellan coming down, minusing 1 Dawn, and now we're going to drop the little Sadie to drop the Zebra, Mr. Banish. Yeah, that card's actually really funny, and if you're wondering why Endeavor is playing little Sadie in his Pluffy deck, well, my man actually runs the Impel Down package in his deck, so it's an efficient way to find Magellan off of Hannibal, and little Sadie is still a 2k counter card, and plus with all of the other jailer beasts that are in the deck, you have cards like Zebra that give itself Banish. as well as like double attack and a couple of the other cards. I'm not too sure exactly which Jailer Beast Endeavor is running, but we do get to see that that Zebra come out and play. And Banish is no joke. I mean, if it actually connects, it's kind of nice. So we are going to see a 5k swing going into ulti, and it looks like Endeavor definitely wants to keep it alive so that we can actually apply some more pressure the following turn. And we see the Sphinx coming down the 1k counter, that 4/6 vanilla, and it looks like we're actually going to tap 3 for the ulti. We only have 4 cards in hand, so we are able to draw 1 card off of that. And now we see a 5k swing into ulti. Are we going to pitch another card, dropping down to 2 cards in hand right now? And it looks like Endeavor probably will still want to keep it alive if he still has it. He has 4 Dawn active, so there's no way he can Lucci you either. Doesn't have enough Dawn, so yes, he is actually going to 2k counter out of that, and so we aren't going to see any more attacks coming from Biha here, but we do see the Borsalino coming down. A little bit of defense is kind of what we were missing, but the fact that we weren't able to get rid of any of these characters is actually really bad here for Biha. We're probably going to go ahead and most likely clear that Hina, or honestly we could go for game. That's very possible here. He is only at 2 life, and we have technically 5 bodies on the board. But yeah, don't think that will actually come into play here. We need to get rid of that Hina, so we are going to swing a 5k swing into Hina. This is a easy 1k counter or a block. Endeavor could be baiting my man Biha to take this block so that he can swing with that Zebra. That Zebra got the banish, like I was saying earlier, so that actually could be quite annoying / threatening if you're Biha here. So Biha taking a bit of a second to think about it, weighing out his options here, and so I think he most likely will actually just take this hit, just because Biha has been trashing so many cards off of his hand to counter out of those early attacks, or there's a lot of those early swings. So yeah, we do see it go down finally, and unfortunately he's gonna see a bit of that banish coming into play. So we do see a 7k swing, and my man Endeavor letting Biha know, yo, this card has banish. And so actually Biha was about to take it, thinking that he didn't have a choice, but now he's forced to block with that Borsalino. He doesn't want to lose the card, right? So it looks like, yeah, he does end up blocking here. I do think it's quite funny just because we never see that card come out. And we see an easy 5k swing, and it looks like we're actually going to pitch a Rebecca off the hand to do so, and taking the 6k swing off of Magellan, and now we see the Poly to pop the Hina and ramp 1 Dawn. Now this is actually really bad for Biha here, just because that Poly is another 6k body. It's also a 5 cost. 5 costs are so hard to get rid of sometimes in the late game. Early game, no problem. Sakazuki has the tools to do so, but in the late game it's a lot harder to get rid of these 5 cost bodies, and now Endeavor's got a board. There's no way Biha can go for game here. I don't even think Biha realistically can clear 4 bodies on the board. He probably for sure can clear 3, and that's if Endeavor has no counter in his hand, right? So let's see here exactly what Biha has to do, and he's gonna tap 1 here for an Ice Age to give Poly minus 5 cost, so it does 0 cost character now, and we're gonna see an easy 5k swing into that Zebra. We're gonna have to put more into that in order to go down, and yes, we see the 1k counter coming down, using leader ability here to pitch the 7 cost Borsalino to draw 1 card. And now we have 9 Dawn active, and we're gonna tap 4 here for a Rebecca, allowing us to grab something from our trash and playing it for free. And yes, we see the Hina coming down, and we're actually gonna minus 4 costs on the Magellan here. Endeavor is actually telling Biha right now, maybe you might want to do the Zebra. It's got banish, and I think Biha's reason for doing the Magellan here is because it's a 6k body. You know, it's a 6k body. It's more pressure than the 5k, and my man Biha's not gonna have too many cards after this play. But we do finally see the Lucci coming down, and now we have the ability of Magellan here to minus 2 Dawn to his life, because he took down that Magellan. Obviously, Magellan on opponent's turn on KO, your opponent minuses 2 Dawn. They lose 2 Dawn. So very, very rough for the following turn. And now I think my man Endeavor, it's go time for my man right here. I don't think he's sweating it too hard right now. I think he's definitely gonna go for game now. He's got the one. They got the one blocker up, right? We got the Rebecca, but Biha only has 2 cards in his hand. 2 cards in his hand. Sakazuki does run a lot of dead cards as well. You have cards like, Kuzan, Rob Lucci, Ice Age, Great Eruption. All those cards are great, phenomenal cards, but in your hand, they could be dead. So, Endeavor here debating on the order of sequence of attacks here because he has Banish. He wants the Banish to connect, but if he attacks with the ulti first, which he ends up doing, it forces Biha to either block, counter out of hand, or just take the life, right? So this is actually quite telling. I think if you wanted to force a block, you go with the Zebra, right? Because then he feels like he has to block it no matter what. But Biha is going to go ahead and just take it here, and we're going to swing another 7k swing into life with that Zebra. And yes, 7k swing into Zebra. If he doesn't have the counter, he's gonna have to block with, okay, no, he ends up just countering out of it. And now we see a 7k swing here with the Luffy. He's gonna go ahead and block it, and with only 1 card now and with a 7k swing, my man Endeavor does end up taking it. So thank you guys for checking out this video and watching it all, and I appreciate you. So stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP05 content coming out soon. See ya.